Welcome back, everyone, to another Windsor-Essex Home Builders Association Parade of Homes. I am so delighted. Wait until you see this kitchen that Mr. Wayne Dupuis of Wayne's Custom Woodcraft has created back here. And this was a total renovation, a transformation. And I cannot wait for you to see the befores and the afters, because we're going to show you befores. And Wayne here is going to talk about the afters.
Yes.
So I want to dive in first because your homeowner here has been extraordinary in telling me a bit of the backstory. And this kitchen is now about 3 times the size that it once was.
Correct. Yeah. The kitchen is a very unique project where this is a 25-year-old home in Southwood Lakes. And the kitchen was actually in the middle of the home and just a small area with very little entertainment space besides the dining and the living room. What we ended up doing was met the client for the first time, and they said, we want something different. What can we do? She gave us her thoughts, and like she mentioned today, I basically just told her, this is what we're going to do, and here's my vision.
These are my thoughts, but I have my own thoughts over here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we actually revamped the whole space, the whole 2/3 of the first floor. In the way of, this used to be an office. There was a fireplace across here.
There was a wall.
Walls going across here. There was 2 bedrooms over here that we took out and made into a walk-in pantry, and actually 1 bedroom we took out, and there's another bedroom in the back that became the office. So we opened up and revamped this whole space, and then the existing kitchen space is now the bar with the chilled wine storage area.
So when you walk in and a client says to you, here's what I'm thinking about doing, but you say, I've got something totally different. Like, what goes on in your head? Do you have a vision? Like, it just, the functionality of what they're asking for and what you want, you just go, no, this is what I see.
38 years of doing it. So that is a big part of
what works and what doesn't.
We are good, and I got a great team behind me. Our designers, our engineers are excellent at what we do. But at the end of the day, you know, we come into the kitchen, and so many times I hear from clients, well, I want the fridge here, I want the stove here. And I just listen, take what they want and their thoughts, because they've been in this home for quite a while. But I review the whole space, from the front door to the garage. Where's the groceries coming in? Is it in the right space? And in this case, the kitchen was not in the right space. It was in the middle of the home. We took the kitchen and moved it in the back corner of the home. So there was a big transformation to do that. We had 4 structural walls we had to move and relocate.
That's huge.
And
yes.
It's seamless. You can't tell it was ever
No,
done.
and that was the first thing when we spoke about that, and you talked about the structural walls that had to be changed and the ceilings, and I'm like, you can't even, it's flawless.
Seamless,
you can't see. And not only that, but but they had to put an addition on because they got rid of the 2 bedrooms.
That's where Wayne's get a little crazy. We took away 2 bedrooms on them. And then at the end of the day, they had to put an addition, a second floor atop the garage, to gain back to 2 bedrooms.
But the thing about it is, it looks absolutely seamless, like it never happened.
Yeah.
The other part of that too, though, is that when you come in, you were talking about the functionality. So where do the groceries come in? So if they come in, let's say off of the garage, that you even reconfigured, and you changed the laundry room.
Correct. Yeah, we revamped that whole space from when you first walk in, got rid of the old-fashioned closet, put in a bench, a seating bench, and then in the laundry room, completely redid the laundry room, bathroom, and then into the space with the hidden pantry that we have right behind me, the kitchen, bar area.
So to me, you know, I look at the name of your business about the cabinetry, but that's the after the byproduct. I feel as though you bring functionality and just a whole new way of living for your clients.
It is. You know, these clients have been in this home for 25 years, and they still look at it like, is this our home?
Wow. So it's like a new home for them.
It's like a new home.
Yeah.
But it's seamless in the way of, it doesn't look like we did a huge renovation here. The existing trim, the cherry wood trim she wanted to maintain. So everything ties into that look. So when you first come in, it doesn't look like there's a huge transformation. It looks like it was always like this. So that's very important, and that's the talent that we have as a designing team to make that happen, so it doesn't look like it was just plopped into place.
And it's so true.
It flows
When you walk in here, I would, unless you told me there was a renovation, I wouldn't know that there had been a renovation. And to see the befores and the afters, that's really the only way that I knew.
Yeah.
So I love that the kitchen, what you said was once here, but is now more of like the wet bar with the wine. So tell me about this wine. This would be a dream for many people, including myself.
It's a complete
love
wine chiller room, so it has a chiller in it as well. The husband of the home, and what that was his only wish, to have a chilling room. The rest of it, he says, my wife can do whatever she would like, but I need this room. To this day, he still speaks of his room.
Well, what I love too is that you really have thought of everything in here. So you've got a lot of sinks in here too. There's a sink for everything. So you've got the sink over here with your bar area. Then you've got your back area here.
The main sink is on the back wall, which is your cleanup sink with a dishwasher. That's where all your dishes are kept clean, and that's where you do your cleanup. So it's your clean area. In the island, it's a 6-foot workstation. It looks like a sink. It's undermount, but it's a workstation. It's made by Galley. So typically we would have a countertop going right across there and do all your prepping on the countertop. While here you prep in the workstation.
I love it.
So much easier to keep up, so much easier to keep clean. And you have cutting boards, you've got all the accessories. It comes with multiple accessories to keep it clean and work from. The other unique thing with this too, typically a chef wants to work at the workstation, they need a little 2-burner beside them. So if you notice, we've got a 2-burner stovetop, electric, in the island. Then we got the gas range on the back wall.
Does it come with a chef? Like, I'll take the chef to go with that as well.
Andrea does a phenomenal job. She's the chef.
Wow.
And actually, they both cook. And that was a big part of this design. It had to fit into 2 people prepping and entertaining at the same time.
And let's talk about the cabinetry as well. So the hidden fridges and the hidden freezers and floor to ceiling, I love it because no dust, but you still have mounts and you can see up top with lighting.
We have such high ceilings.
I love
we did
it.
all the glass.
Yes, make use of all of the space, but you've also closed it in so that you can see the accessories, but you won't get the dust on the accessories.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. And at the back there, another sink for the coffee maker area, and there's the coffee station that is hidden. So it's like little trap doors everywhere. You have to know where everything is.
Yes.
The fridge, the stove. We know where the stove is, but the fridge and the freezer and the coffee station.
You have to source it out.
Yes.
You got to
and
use it
then
once to
you
know
got
where
me
it's at.
also around the corner, more cabinetry, which one is a door. That then goes into
a complete pantry with countertops, with a sink, another dishwasher, a whole nother prep space.
I love it. That's where the elves do their work, and then the food just disappears. Right? I love it. And then you've also even reconfigured the bathroom area too.
Again, 2/3 of this floor, we reconfigured all the walls and reconfigured the bathroom location, had to relocate it, and then right through from the garage up into the space. Yes.
What a fun project.
Yeah, it was a fun project. I mean, I owe a lot of this to the clients. They were phenomenal to work with, and we create relationships. When I first walked in this home, it was the first time I met the client, and from there, we started doing our work, and 4 months later, we did all this work in 4 months.
You mentioned 4 months, and that was one thing that Andrea, the homeowner, had said to me. She said, Wayne said it would take 4 months, and it took 4 months, which is a huge testament because,
for this caliber
I was going to say, for this caliber, the structural part of it that you had to do, I mean, we'll call it a normal kitchen, could take 4 months. This is an extraordinary project that is quite cumbersome, to say the least. Yeah.
Our normal would be 2 months.
Okay. Wow.
To 2.5 months is your normal, coming in, removing walls, revamping the space, relocating electrical, plumbing, and putting this cabinetry back in, water running again. You're looking at approximately 2 months with Wayne's.
Okay. So with this kitchen, what is your favorite part? I mean, there's a lot of favorites.
There's a lot of favorites. It's the uniqueness and the engineering of what it took to make it happen. That's what really is. I love challenge. And this was very, very challenging. I have to say, in 38 years, this is probably my #1 project that I've ever done. This was a project that I'm very proud of.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. And you know what? I have to also give you a shout out because I hear so many people raving about you in the community, not only your amazing work with your cabinetry and your staff, but also companies such as one of our clients, Habitat for Humanity. You do so much with the Restore. And let's, for example, say you were taking out the cabinetry, the old cabinetry here. They have a business that you can drop off that cabinetry. They are reselling it, and they said you're one of their top clients, and they love you for that. And you do so much in the community and for the community.
And the clients get a receipt for that. So they get a tax receipt, so it's good for everybody.
I love it. Anything else we should talk about before we depart?
No, that's pretty much it. I think the pictures will tell the story.
The pictures tell the story. A picture's worth 1,000 words, and you said you like a challenge. So if you've got a challenge for Wayne, very easy to visit your showroom. We've got a beautiful showroom. You got a great staff and team, and either Wayne or someone from the team will head out to your home and take some measurements and look and say, you might have a vision, but he might have something totally different for you. Who knows? Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you,
was
Melissa.
such a pleasure. It's always
you
so
for the
fun to get
opportunity.
out and do another Parade of Homes tour as part of the Windsor-Essex Home Builders Association. Stay tuned. More will be coming up.